Hey everyone, it's Keela here, and today I'm sharing a layout and process video for Scrap Squad. I'm going to be using this week's Scraplift as inspiration. I can't believe we're already 22 weeks into the year with regards to our Scraplifts, which is fantastic. That's 22 layouts that we've created with just the Scrap Squad weekly inspiration. So this week's Scraplift is in the top right hand corner, and I've also added the link in the description below. If you're not already a member of the Scrap Squad Facebook group, please do join us. We love everyone joining in, and it's great fun to see all the different interpretations each week of the same Scraplift. So I've already made a start on mine. Before I started filming, I did cut some squares. I think mine are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, just because my layout size is different. I'm guessing in the original there were possibly 2 by 2, and I've already stuck those down. I just stressed the edges of all the squares, and then I've done some really messy machine stitching around each of the squares. And I really like how that looks. It kind of reminded me a bit like of a quilted blanket in a way. And I just really love the effect. Now I've picked out a photograph of my son TJ holding my nephew Harry, and this photo was taken in 2013. I am really trying to bust through a lot of the older photographs, getting some older albums finished. As much as I love scrapping newer photos, and it's so much easier, I think, to scrap newer photos because the memories are still so fresh. But I really do feel a sense of achievement when I've scrapped an older photograph and got that memory documented. I have added a border around the edge of my page, and that's just because I made a mistake. When I was laying out my squares, I went slightly wonky, and to me it was really noticeable, but by adding a border it weren't as noticeable as it was without the border. And I've stuck mainly with the navy and the blues. I really love this colour combo, but in the photograph my nephew's wrapped in a blue blanket. He's got a blue hat on. My son's wearing a blue shirt, so I felt like the different tones of blues worked really well with this photograph. Now I've pulled out some of the border strips from the sticker book, and these are a bit like washi strips, but they're made out of obviously sticker. The same stickers are made out of, is it like cardstock stickers? There we go. So I've added some of those in. I've fishtailed the end of one so it kind of matches the original layout, and I've also added a stripy one as well, which has got 2 different tones of the blues on. And now it's just a case of figuring out how I want to embellish this page. If I want to bring in more colours or if I want to just stick with the blues. I do decide in the end to stick with just the blues. But I'm going to have a play, playing in different embellishments, trying things out and seeing what works for me. Now I need to add some layers behind my photo. Looking at the original layout, there was some torn layers behind the photo, so I'm going to kind of recreate that for mine as well. Again, sticking with the blues, because it really does match the photo better. And I think if you take some inspiration from the colours in your photo, it does make the layout kind of sit a little bit better. The photo looks like it's part of the page rather than kind of just something popped on top of a pretty page, if you know what I mean. So I'm definitely going to stick with the blues for this page. I don't tend to scrap black and white photos unless the photo was taken in black and white in colour. So I do try my best to try and match the colours of a photograph to the colours on the page. So I've now got my torn paper edges. I think at this point my photograph is stuck down, and now it's just a case of playing with some stickers and seeing what works for me. And I'm just going to try a few things out. There's a cluster to the side of the photo with a circle and the title. So I need to do something kind of similar on mine. There's some word stickers at the top right of the layout. So again, I need to try and figure out what I'm going to do up there. And then there's the big leaves that are tucked in behind the photograph, and they move up and down the page. So I need to decide what I'm going to do for those. So again, I'm still playing now, just trying out different things. I quite like this circle sticker because it kind of mimics the circle in the original, but it has a lot of the other colours of the collection in the sticker, so it kind of like, I was kind of undecided on that one. I really love this little banner piece which says "Oh boy," which works perfectly because this photo was taken, I think my nephew was only a day old, and it was when we went round to visit him after he was born and meet the new baby of the family. It's kind of become a tradition over the years that TJ has held every one of the babies that have been born after him. So I've got a photo with every single one of them and TJ holding them. It's like they have to get TJ's seal of approval before they're part of the family. And it's just really sweet to document these memories. I have got a photo of TJ. He was only 9 months old and he was holding his new baby cousin Alfie, and I've still got that one to scrap. He's held all the girls as well. There's been quite a few girls. I think the boys are now getting sick of all the girls that keep coming along. Hopefully no more. I think I'm definitely done with having babies. And I think, you know, as far as I'm aware, my sisters are as well. So yeah, hopefully no more. There is plenty. I think there's, between me and my sisters, there's 7 kids altogether. So that's definitely more than enough. But it is nice to have these photographs of when they was all babies, and you know, TJ was only a baby himself really on this photograph. I think he would have been probably about 2, possibly 3. I've got a feeling he would have been 2. So now I've kind of speeded forward. I did start fussy cutting out some of the stars in the on one of the star papers, which is one of my favourites. I love a paper like this where you can fussy cut out everything on the page and just make tons more embellishments for your layouts. It really does help a collection stretch so much further. And whilst I was off camera, I did pull out some other bits and pieces and decide kind of what I was going to do for this page. I got more of an idea of where I wanted the page to go. And I have pulled in the colour grey, which I think works really well with the navy and the light blue. So I've fussy cut out the stars in the blue, the navy and the grey, and I've scattered them up and down the page, kind of mimicking how the leaves are on the original layout. I've got the "Oh boy" sticker to the side of my photo. I've also added another sticker at the top, which I did cut in half because it was a full length sticker, and I cut it in half just so it sat better in that corner, and that says "Magic and Wonder." I've also added a grey star, kind of in place of where the circle is on the original layout, so I've got a star instead. And I've also got some more word stickers which I'm putting underneath my kind of my washi strips, and again they just say phrases that work well with the page. And then some more stars at the bottom, kind of scattered down again, kind of mimicking the leaves on the original. So this is like my page more or less finished now. I've just got to bring in my title, and my title is going to be TJ and Harry. And I'm using these tiny little thickers. I think they were from the Pick Me Up collection by Paige Evans, and I've just got like so many packs of these because they are the perfect size alpha for my smaller scale pages. So I really love how they look on my layouts, and I'm using the white ones for this page. And I'm just trying to get those straight. They are quite fiddly because they are small, so I think that's as straight as they're going to get. And then, yeah, finishing off with the TJ and. So that's my layout complete. Here are my close-ups. I'm really pleased with how this page turned out, and I'm so glad to have an older photograph documented now. Please do check out the Scrap Squad Facebook group and join in with us. I can't wait to see what you've been scrapping this week. Thank you for watching. Bye.